Hi friends, it's Bridget. Welcome. I am back here with my scrap pile. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to make myself a little sewing kit, a Hussif. So I made myself a template. This is actually Swedish tracing paper, which I love. You can iron it, you can sew it. So I use this for a lot of my pattern making, and I love it because you can fold it up nice and small and it can go in your filing cabinet or however you organize yourself. So I'm going to cut two of this at 16 by 7, and then this is my pocket piece, which is 5 by 7, and I'm going to cut 3 of those. And I'm also just going to cut another piece of half for my I will use this as a little needle insert. I have gone ahead and cut a piece at that size, at the 16 by 7 of my Thermolam Plus, and this is the heat sensitive side. The glue side is up, the bubbles are up. And I have it on a piece of cardboard just so I can move it around. And I am going to go ahead and show you this part because I feel like it's fun, and as I iron and lay it out. But I'm going to skip the sewing. We did a lot of sewing in the last 2 videos, so I don't think we need to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and get my iron set up, and I'm going to fast forward this, and I'm going to lay out so you can see that fun part, laying out, and then after I sew it. And then we will cut the other pieces and put this little Hussif together. I have my Thermolam here on the cardboard, and I did iron out some little strips of my scrap, and I kind of went with a little bit of a lighter pastel-y theme. I kind of just did these, I think there's 4 different types of scrap in here. So that's what I'm going to use for my palette today. And I am going to just start laying this out and having some fun. I have my trusty tweezers and my scissors, some other tools, if I need them. And I'm just gonna fast forward this and lay it out. I have my layout finished. I went back and I took some of the larger scrap pieces and ironed them, and I did add some other colors. I felt like it needed it for me. And so now I am going to gently take my Teflon sheet, as gently as I can without disturbing, And I am going to put my iron on top. And I'm going to press this and let it do its thing. And then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine along with a bunch of little scraps, and I will cut as I go and add some little band-aids, little bandages, patches if I need to. And today I am going to do the spirally free motion embroidery fun. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we will come back and take a look and see what the free motion embroidery looks like. I finished my free motion embroidery on my fabric piece. It was very enjoyable. I just zoned out and had a lot of fun doing the squiggles and covered everything and did some patching. And I really like how it came out. So now I'm going to tidy it up with my rotary cutter and going to make up a little sewing kit. So I'm just tidying this up. I'll just add all that to my scrap pile, not the fusible. And just get that tidied up. That's very sweet. And now I want to see, I'm going to use this for my lining. So that's going to be the lining of my, oh, and it shrank. That's interesting. So I will be cutting that down, so I'm glad I went with a bigger size. And I am going to also take some of, this is 100% wool felt. There are two different kinds of felt that I use, and one is 100%, which is, I really like that. But there is another one that's made out of recycled plastic bottles, so I use some of that too for other projects, but in this case, 100%. So I'm going to cut these little pockets out here. I cut my pieces of wool felt and straightened them out as best as I could. And now I am going to, and this is my little piece that I'm going to put my little pins in. Of course, I can use these side things if I want to, but so I'm going to just put that down the center, and I'm going to do a center line. So I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and do that. So I'm basically going to go all the way around here, and then I'm going to do a side to create a pocket for that one. Well, and of course, before I do that, I'm going to do that center. I did my little needle holder where I can put my needles in. These pockets are nice. I did the blanket stitch here because I thought that would look pretty, because that side had to be sewn down. And so here, now I have my pockets, and it's going to fold up nicely. But I still have to trim this up. So now, and I took care to actually try to get my seam set in so that when I do this trimming, it won't cut the seam, cut the stitching. So I'm just going to do this by hand here, by eye. I'm going through quite a few layers, so to press down pretty hard. And then, there we go. Okay. So that's nice and tidy. And now I do need to take, this is going to be my tie, this little piece of silk, little scrappy piece of silk I picked up along the way somewhere. I do want to find the center of this. And that is roughly here. And then I do want to find, let's see, center there. And then this is 7 inches, so it's 3.5. So right there, I am going to go tack this down before because this is going to be my tie to close up. I tacked that down really well. I did a few stitches back and forth over it. So there is my, and then there is my lining. So I am going to make sure that's tucked in there so I don't sew over it. I think I might, I don't know if I need to. I'm just gonna do that. And now I am going to do right sides together. And I am going to tack this down with my Wonder Clips. I love these. These are so handy. Sewing with pins for years before these. Some wonderful person invented these. A bobbin's not going to work. And I'm going to go and sew this, but I'm going to make sure to leave myself a gap. Probably right here where that pocket is. So I sewed all around the edge and I left myself a gap for turning. But I am going to just trim my little edges here. My corners, I should say. And I don't have to worry about cutting into this seam because from the lining, I'm good with that. So now I'm going to turn this around. I can take my little clip off my tie. Oh, it's pretty. And I'm just going to get my chopstick. Oh, cute. Nice. And I'm going to take my ironing pad and I'm going to work on Getting those corners poked out. And there we go. That looks nice. So I'm going to get to pressing this. So I turned and pressed my little kit, his little sewing Hussif here, and it is quite puffy, as you can see, but I have an industrial sewing machine, so I'm going to go top stitch it on that because it is quite puffy. And yeah, I could have done a different setup, you know, and done the binding, but I really didn't want to deal with binding today. So I am going to take that to my industrial and I will be back. I went to my Singer sewing machine. I have an industrial 20U33 Singer industrial, and I went and did some top stitching all the way around in this pretty teal colored thread. So it's really nice. And now I'm just going to load up my little Hussif here with my goodies, and I have some pins, some sewing needles, and I'm just gonna tuck these in here. They already have a case, but I'm sure as I'm working, you know, you can have a thread, you know, your embroidery threads are already threaded up. I'm gonna tuck these in here, so I'll have those. I like to have something to do at the farmers markets, so I'm gonna tuck that in there. And then I'm just going to take my extra needles. I'm going to put another one in there if I want. You know, I could just mess around with that. And then tuck those in there and tuck my scissors, my little scissors in here. And we can add a couple wonder clips if I feel, you know, I want. And these are just some other little threaders. I can just tuck those in there with my scissors. And then I can just bundle it up and give it a little tie. There it is. It's cute. Cute little sewing kit for my tote bag to have at the market. And I love it. So it came out really nice. Another project for, you know, using my scrap busting, my beautiful Liberty fabrics. So that's that project. I love it. Thanks for joining me while I made my cute little sewing kit. I'm going to revisit this too and do one with a binding, but I really do. The puffiness is, you know, I don't mind it. I think it's just kind of lends itself to, you know, just feeling good. It's adorable. So that's another scrap busting project with my Liberty. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and I would love it if you gave the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And until next time, keep stitching. Have fun out there. Bye.